Good morning. It's Wednesday, November 29th, 2023. My name is Terry Morgan and we are here to practice. I'm here to talk about foundations and what we I need and what we take away from our practice. Over the weekend, I received word that two very dear friends had passed away. They were not related. It was two different people from my early days in China. So I've known these two people for about 30 years. It's difficult to lose a friend anyway. When it's someone that has been a training partner, somebody that you have trained with, that you've studied with, that you've stood side by side with in the line behind the teacher and worked with, that it hurts. The foundation that I had from those days, I was outside a few minutes ago. It's probably not as chilly as it seems from what I'm wearing, but it was enough. And this also reminded me of so many days when I'd get up early, get my coffee, leave the hotel before daylight to get to the park, or to leave my friend's house. So this class is dedicated to them. The foundation that I have from that time is solid, and I have a perspective that I would not have were it not for that time and these people. I talked about that in terms of study and perspective, right? So I know what these paintings represent, that understanding that comes from having been there, literally having been there. And as we pay attention to what we're doing right now, okay, so this, again, is part of today's class, right? As we pay attention to what we are doing right now, we create what we are going to remember. So when I went to China the very first time, I couldn't speak the language. There's so many things that I had no clue. I really didn't understand, had no idea what was going on. tell me something, lead me to wherever you need me to go, tell me no, tell me yes, whatever it is, I'll figure it out. But I really had no clue. Yang Xinshan was one of the people who passed, and he was one of the people who was so patient with me in the culture. No, no, right? And as that older brother, he was always ready to do what needed to get done. If whatever it was, we need to get this done, we'll get it done. That experience gives me an insight that I would never have had otherwise. I could talk about that at length, and I might at some point, but not today. That insight, that experience in the culture let me understand much more clearly what I was learning as I was immersed in that process, that learning process. So, get started. One of the things that happened is that I was staying in Zhengzhou and would get up early in the morning, really early, like 5 o'clock early, 4:30, 5 o'clock early. Get ready to go. It's cold outside, yeah, right? Get ready to go. Show up at the park. We're going to practice in the park. We're not going to a nice, toasty, warm school. We're going outside. Sometimes I'd walk, but most of the time I had a bike. I borrowed one. I had a borrowed bike. So get the bike, go ride to the park, lock it up, and practice. And as we got there, the outer jacket kind of things would kind of come off, because by the time we got started, right, we'd be warmed up pretty good. Now, that idea, right, and I'm still, I'm older now, I probably have to wear another sweater, right? But that idea, we're going to get dressed up, it's cold outside, we're going to the park, we're going to practice. 10 years later, about 10 years later, I started a class in January in Kansas City at 7 o'clock in the morning. It was cold. 7 o'clock Saturday, be here, we're going to have class. And I would come with my coat, take my coat off, I had a sweater, shirt, right? Let's practice, get busy. As we did that, body gets warmed up, you know, we take it easy, but as we did that, and we got ready to practice, that warm-up was now, okay, I'm warm, I'm fine, I'm comfortable, let's go. That was one of the things that the other person, my Suga, had reminded me repeatedly. show up for class, he'd be there, talk to a couple of people, and he'd start his warm-ups. And he'd look over at me, standing there, watching, and say, go warm up. Go warm up. Teacher will be here in a minute. 师傅很快来，你要准备准备，准备好了。And more than once, when he got cars, right? And he had a nice car. More than once, took us all for breakfast. So, feet about shoulder width apart, bend the knees, wiggle the fingers. Pull up through the crown of the head, hands circle to the front. And we're going to do some other things this morning as well. Pull up, and extend forward. And again. And one more time. Fingertips reach up, elbows drop down, wrists, hands return to your sides. Alright, as we warm up, this is a set that I learned back then. There were sets that I'm going to talk about in context of Yang style Tai Chi, warm-up sets that I learned from Wudang. There were different sets, several different sets, that I learned while I was practicing in a park at Zhengzhou with Professor Liu and the students there. When I was there, I did the sets that they did. I didn't try and bring most of what I had learned previously. I wanted to learn what they have. So that's what I'm going to practice. Here, this basic stretch is something that I have done pretty much since I learned it. And it's something that I find valuable. So if it was my class that you're coming to, right? So I went to somebody else's class, I went to somebody. If you're coming to my class, this is one of the things that we're going to do. All right? In my early training, we had several sets. 1, 2, 3, 4. This is one of the starting sets. As the arms come up, the shoulders are down, the elbows are below the shoulder, the hands are roughly the same height as the middle tantian. The elbows go back, 1, 2, the fist turns over, 3, 4. As the arms go back, 1, 2, 3, 4. Notice that you're not going past your own body. You're here. So 1, 2, 3, 4. 2, 3, 4. That quick movement is something that we practiced. And that's what we're going to do right now. So, arms up. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 2 more. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Alright, next set. One goes up, one goes back. This one, the lower hand, goes back just behind the hip. The upper hand does not go behind the head. You want to stop before you overextend your shoulder. So 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Alright. Pay attention to keeping the center well placed and everything well connected. Left hand up, your right hand up, my left hand is up. Go 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Two more. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. All right. The next set, behind the back to the side. Okay, so this fist comes across here. This fist comes across here. And then we change and we go the other way. As both hands cross, open to the side. Okay, so go with it. I'm going to start to my left. I'm going to start going this way. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 2, 3, 4. 2, 3, 4. 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Two more. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. All right. Got another one. I just we haven't even started the legs yet. All right, now with this one, there is twist and turn to the back. As we turn, a little bit, not a lot, just a little bit of a press against the hand to push the elbow back. This is just a little bit, all right? There is enough force with the elbow going back that you don't need to push it anymore. The same idea for this as with the other sets, right? Go 1, 2, 3, 4, right? This turn right here. Pay attention that your elbow is not back here. It stays here. Body turns, right? Right? Not here. No? Yes. And feet about shoulder width apart. And to the left. Go 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 2, 3, 4. Two more. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, we're not done yet. All right. This, we're getting warmed up, right? You get a little warmer and starting to feel the blood flow is going, right? All right, we have another set that goes all the way over, very similar to this one here. So we're up 1, 2, down 3, 4, and go 1, 2, 3, 4. As you bend over, the same idea that we have with that forward stretch, that the back rounds to go, that as you go over, turn at the hip, don't lean at the waist. So whatever you can do through the hip is what you can do. Knees stay bent, okay? Don't try to bend your waist, is my point. Don't try and go forward to bend your waist. It's not what we want. And the more you focus on turning through the hip, the easier it will be to increase your extension. So if you're not already on the floor, it will increase pretty quickly, actually, if you're doing this exercise. When you go back, here, there is an arch through the back. Don't lean back, but arch through the back, and again, the arm does not go behind. You're not back here. No, here. Right? That position makes a lot of difference. It really does. Feet about shoulder width apart. Ready? Arms up. 1, 2, down 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Two more. 1, 2, 3, 4. And 1, 2, 3, 4. All right. And you just saw me have to catch myself. Balance and holding through the hip. as I did that one move, I let go. I released part of the hip. And I wasn't ready for that weight change. Knowing that, right, I corrected it. That understanding is part of this whole idea of what we're doing as foundations and in practice. All right, so I'm going to keep going. Right foot front, left foot back. Keep the knee open. Keep this knee open so that you can sink in between the legs. Right? The hip sits between the legs. Front leg extends forward. Back leg extends backward. Knee is bent. Little bounce. Go down 1 and 2, 3 and 4. Yeah, this is the move. All right, now if you want to put your hand on your leg, you can. Right here. So, I don't know, I got my left hand here, my right hand over, push down on the leg, extend the back leg a little bit more. All right, and go 1. Don't push into the knee. This goes down, not forward. Okay, so don't push this way. Push down. And go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32, 33, 34, 36, 37, 38, 39, 40, 41, 42, 43, 44, 45, 46, 47, 48, 49, 50, 51, 52, 53, 54, 56, 57, 58, 59, 60. Sink. And come on up. Other side. And go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32, 33, 34, 35, 36, 37, 38, 39, 40, 41, 42, 43, 44, 45, 46, 47, 48, 49, 50, 51, 52, 53, 54, 55, 56, 57, 58, 59, 60, and sink. And come on up. All right. If your legs are not tired now, they will be. We're not done yet. We're not done yet. All right. I'm not sure how close I'm going to get on this morning, but in all of our practice, we have this idea of fully using as much as you've got. So with that in mind, the next set after this is a turn through the hip to extend the leg to the side. Now, I'm going to look at just, right? So we're here, set, turn this in, and drop. All right, and set 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 18, 19, 20, and 20 is it for me on that leg. All right, and this side. Let's see what we got over here. Yeah, almost. That's a problem. And set 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, and 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, and come on back up. All right. I am leaning too much. On the left side, I could not bring my hands up. Wasn't going to happen. All right? That is my marker for today. That is my marker for today. So what could I do? What did I not do? Did I have trouble with? The next series that I taught after this warm-up, and for some years, and I'm kind of fuzzy on a couple of things there, I did practice as part of warm-up sets. This is Wudang's 3 basic methods. In most of the classes at Remington, we would be there warming up. Professor Liu would arrive, he'd warm up, we'd all get ready, and line up, start practice with Xingyi. Okay, so Wudang's 3 basic methods I'm going to show quickly, and I'm going to come back to, I've taught a couple of classes on this. So for the first dragon step, this method is one of the fundamental techniques that we have. Creeping snake. I'm not going all the way down. This is one of those, it does go all the way down, the leg goes all the way out to the front. Not going to happen today. It may or may not happen. I had gotten pretty close, but I was never as good as Wang Weifeng. It just, his strength and agility was just there. It was pretty amazing to watch him in class, right? I appreciated that opportunity. I did. Right hand up, left hand out. Sink onto the right leg, extend the left. And come up from underneath, all the way down, all the way down, and all the way up. Go back across, and go one. Don't lean. Alright. I have, again, I got work to do on that. There are several things. My placement and my holding over my sustaining leg, got to work on that. The extension and the slide so that the leg pushes out and allows me to come up. That part, I'm still got to work on that. I got to work on that. And I'm going to say this clearly. My perspective and my understanding of what I can do, and my memory and my experience in learning what I can do, and seeing what other people can do, and how much, in quite a few cases, how much better they were at it than me. That understanding lets me do what I'm doing today. If I didn't have that understanding, if I hadn't recognized that, I could be up here saying, oh, hey, this is the way to do this. No, it's not. It's close. It's close. But there is a level of perfection that I have not yet achieved. There's a level that I have achieved in several sets, but not this one. All right? Last of Wudang's 3 basic methods, coiling snake. To the right, both hands up, left foot back, twist down, and step out. Up, down, twist out. Down, twist out. Up, down, and out. Come across again on the left. Twist. Again. It goes all the way down. There is strength, force, energy, and spirit in every move. All of this is warm up. We just finished the warm up. We just finished the warm up. That idea. This was the warm up. Now we start class. That idea is what I taught back in 2000, 2001. That is the idea that I want to preserve. It's fundamental that we're doing sets that contribute to and help us develop what we're going to work on next. That foundation, and I'm going to come across here a couple of times with Xingyi Pichuan, that foundation sets us up to do more. It's that future, past and future, right? Right foot back, left foot front. Jumbe. I gotta check this hand because I frequently drop it here and I gotta make sure I check it. Alright. Pichuan, pull in. And step. Turn. Give or take that rhythm. It's a little bit different in a small room where I'm turning compared to a large patio, if you will, in a park. That difference is also something that I recognize, and it's part of my foundation for what I'm doing. If I go outside, which I'm going to do, right? I've done, and I'm going to do it again. If I go outside and do this, right? Just Pichuan. The openness that I can develop outside versus inside is different. The environment, being outside, well, yeah, that's different than being inside, right? So, different environment, different limitations, different opportunities. That is one of the things that is part of my practice, part of my discipline. Being able to go outside and practice. In looking for a space that's big enough, that just it tends to be a problem for some of what we do. That perspective, again, the idea that these forms were developed outside. It wasn't, I wasn't in a small room. Wu style Tai Chi was developed for small spaces. And I spaced out on the name for right now, but there's another martial art that is designed for close in, right? This is not. We're open, we're spread out, we're moving, and there's a dynamic in all of the movement that lends itself a little bit better, to being outside rather than inside. Okay? That Wing Chun was the name of the close in fighting. Most of the movements in Wing Chun are close in, and that's intentional. Right? So this is Wudang, this is not Wing Chun. Okay? So Wudang is different. Right? We're big and open and moving through. Xingyi, the same concept, has this idea of I'm going. This is where I'm going. Bagua, the turns and how we handle the changes. So because some of those changes don't have to be on the circle, they can be, there's a whole bunch of things that I have yet to learn about Bagua. I know quite a bit. I can do quite a bit. But I'm still learning. There are still things that I could learn about every one of the arts that I practice. That openness to learning is something that I've kept. It's something that I value. The idea that, yeah, I know a little bit about a few things, I know a lot about a couple of things, but I don't know everything about anything. That idea gives me all sorts of opportunities to look at and look back at what I've done, who was there, and take all of that into what's next. This is the final class in this foundation series. It's probably appropriate to have it as a memorial as well. That idea of foundation, where we came from, what we've done, who we've encountered, how those people influenced our learning, our studies, what they taught us, whether they were trying to teach or not. What they taught just by being there, just by showing up. That matters. I appreciate everyone that's been following me as we move forward. I've got a new set of classes starting next week. Monday and Tuesday, I will not be teaching. Wednesday, we will start with Xingyi. Next week, next Wednesday. I'm going to start with Xingyi. I'm going to review. I'll be reviewing all of the material that I have, putting some notes together, and looking at what's not there so that I can get that filled in. Thursday, Tai Chi. We'll start with Yang style Tai Chi. Same idea. I'm going to look at what I've got. We're going to review everything, and I'm going to fill in whatever I haven't already got out there. Friday, Wudang Qigong. We'll start with set number 1, begin at extreme emptiness. And I'm going to pay attention to the way that the exercise is presented in Professor Liu's book on Wudang Qigong. Previously, I've been teaching, that book was not available. So my references are to the things that I find important in practice. There's a lot of what's in the book, all of it really, is in the classes, but I'm going to focus on following what he has written out in the book, so that there is not only the new pictures that we have of him performing the exercises, there will be the accompanying video of me doing the exercises in conformance with what's in the book. That should help quite a bit in sorting out all of the things that are and are not part of Wudang Qigong. As I move that forward, there will be some additional material that I'll present, workshop kind of things. I'll also be adding some commentary for a few things. So that's why I'm not going to be teaching on Monday and Tuesday. I am going to be teaching, but not this way. Again, I appreciate everyone that's been following me. I will be back tomorrow, Thursday, this week, Wudang Qigong Foundation sets, Friday Wudang Qigong Advanced sets, the new series of classes, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Xingyi, Tai Chi, Qigong, starts next week. Thank you for being here.